Good evening, good evening, good evening. I was compelled to make this video. I really didn't want to do it, but I felt compelled to make this video. And I just want to say this about Donald Trump and the primaries and the general election and things of that nature, right? Come March 25th, which will happen to be my birthday anyway, but come March 25th, Donald Trump has a trial in New York, which may last 6 weeks. So that's maybe the end of May, middle of May, his trial will be over. And it's highly likely that he'll be convicted in that case. And being a convicted felon, the general election gonna come on. Let's just put aside what the Supreme Court doing by delaying the other two federal cases. But the case in New York is a state case, and in that state case, he'll be a convicted felon. And it's astonishing that people will think that in a general election, that the most decent people on the earth or in the country, that who can vote, who's able to vote, will vote for a convicted felon. He was convicted and held liable for rape in New York City already. And for him to, even if the Supreme Court delay, and the general election do come around, but he's been held liable for rape and a convicted felon in a hush money case. So therefore you got two convictions. You got one liable for rape and then the other felony conviction for the hush money payments. And now he's in a general election. It's 350 million people in this country. Maybe 270 of them are voters. I'm just trying to figure out, let me get to this first. If a young lady met a young man and she did a background check on him and come to find out that he was a felon or a convicted rapist, or was held liable for rape but was not convicted in the court but went to trial on a civil and found out he was liable for rape, she wouldn't even deal with that young man no more. She wouldn't. If a parents found out that their child's, their daughter's boyfriend was held liable for rape or a convicted felon, they would encourage their daughter not to deal with that man. But it's astonishing to me that I talk to people and people think that Donald Trump has a chance of winning a general election with those two asterisks on his name. That's baffling to me. Do we really think that a convicted rapist liable for rape and a convicted felon paying a prostitute for hush money payments, do y'all really think that the most decent people in this country is going to vote for somebody like that? Now, I know he got his mega supporters who going to stick with him regardless. That's a minority. That's not the majority of people. He already lost an election. This is what's crazy. He already lost an election. Then 4 years go past, 3.5 years go past, he up for it. That don't happen. I ain't never seen that happen in my lifetime where a president lose, 4 years bypass, and he run again then win. What is he going to do? What has Trump done to justify that he can win again? The 7 million votes that he lost by, like, how many of those people going to say, okay, Biden, super terrible, where I'm not going to vote for Biden, I'm going to vote for Trump? 7 million people not going to change their mind. He done already lost people in the primary that was voting for Nikki Haley, who were Republicans at one time, that's disgusted with him. He done lost those voters. So out of that 7 million votes that he lost by last election, how many people you think then changed their mind from Biden back to Trump? 150,000 maybe? It's astonishing. The ignorance out here of the people of this country. And it's just a minority, it ain't the majority, it's a minority that really believe that Trump got a chance in hell to win a general election come November. It's astonishing.